Welcome back to Grow Joyfully. It is May 14th and things are starting to look like a garden. The black raspberries here have some little blossoms, and the blackberries are looking nice and green. My mom and dad's heirloom rhubarb is coming along. I've just weed-eated this whole garden, except for that back there. I forgot that. It just makes everything feel cleaner and look so much better. I've been amending the soil, and all amending means is adding to, improving, enriching, that kind of thing. So my husband got, as I said before, 50% topsoil, 50% compost, and I've been adding it to some of the beds. I got that one done. My daughter and I worked on that one. We still have to add something here. But I only work till about 1 o'clock, and then I go up to my sister's to see my beautiful mommy and my brother. So I just thought I'd stop by quickly and show you how some of the things are coming up. This right here, they're pellets that you can use for bedding for animals. And so when the little chicks were done with them, I put them on these pots so it would help retain the moisture in them. And so far it's really helped. We've got some dill growing here, and spinach, alyssum, and peas. The strawberries are doing pretty well. I'm really watching them to make sure that they get enough water. And down here I planted some peas, and they're looking pretty good. More peas over here. I went through yesterday and I harvested and thinned out the Bib lettuce, thinned out the green onions. I need to cut them down, give them a little haircut so that the bulb will grow bigger. More peas here, and the spinach is just gorgeous and gone crazy. It's gonna want to go to seed or bolt any minute, so I better get on that. And I'm just trying to harvest a little bit at a time so I can use it in my smoothies. These strawberries look promising. I transplanted these from that bed over there. Hard to see all this stuff. So I think things are looking good. They're feeling a lot better, especially with weed eating everything. Got some parsley that lived from last year that's doing really well. And I see little tiny bits of parsley, sage, and thyme. My daughter has some rosemary in the greenhouse that we're going to be using to plant in here. The peas and the broccoli right there look very healthy, but I have a little wasp nest right there that I need to get rid of. Got to remember to do that. I'd like to put more peas in this one, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in the other ones. Right now, however, I am going to rake out this bed, make it smooth, and plant contender beans. I'm going to be planting contender beans. These particular ones are from M.I. Gardner. It says to put them about 6 to 8 inches apart. So I always measure kind of like this. That's about 6 inches. The reason I wanted to plant contender beans is that I've heard so much about them. And I like the long, straight, skinny green beans. Excuse me, Mr. Earthworm. Thank you. So I'm excited about the long, skinny, straight green beans because they're so good when they're baked in the oven with olive oil seasonings, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, we'll finish up this row and start another one right next to it. And I just have to put on a label. Okay, so in the first row here, there's contender beans. These are all bush beans. And it said that carrots are a very good companion plant, so I planted those there. And here's another row of contender beans, and right here I already have peas planted, and that's another good companion plant. I will have to put this wire back on over the bed to keep the cats out of it, but I went on the internet and I looked, and they have wonderful little, all sorts of inventive creations to keep cats out of your garden. And this one is called a cat mat, and it has pokey things that poke up. It's a plastic mat, and I think it comes in 12 by 6 or something like that, and it has 10 of them. And I'm going to set those on top of this so it will encourage the cats not to come in here. Now, of course, it won't hurt them. It's going to, hurt their little paw the first time or two, but it's going to impress upon them that they need to stay out of the garden bed. Right here in this narrow bed, I planted all basil. We really like basil, and I dry it and put it away for the coming year. I use it in tomato sauce and all sorts of things. So this whole bed is full of basil, and I hope it'll grow. Thanks for checking in today. I've got to get out there and mow the lawn, weed eat this area, put cardboard on that square bed, fertilize the brassicas, mow this part, weed eat. It's just a constant circle, and that's okay because it's not winter. I need to get the garlic fertilized and weeded more, but we've got this bed planted today. Tomorrow I hope to do that bed and possibly that bed. I told myself I wasn't going to have any tomatoes or anything like this in this garden, that it was going to be more of an herb garden, and while that's great, I still want it to be a kitchen garden. Sorry about the helicopter going by. I hope you have a lovely day, that you get outside and breathe the fresh air, plant some pots or a garden if you have it, in-ground garden or garden raised beds. Just get outside and do something wonderful. Be outside with nature, and don't forget to grow joyfully. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I gave the onions a haircut, and then I'm going to use the tops to either dehydrate or use in salads or egg salad sandwiches or something like that.